Good morning, guys. It's currently 10:30 on Saturday morning. If you're new here, my name's Leanne. I'm a vegan losing weight on the Slimming World plan. If you're coming back, thank you very much for doing so. I do appreciate all my regulars and the tons of support and comments that you leave me. I appreciate it so much. And I'm sorry that I don't always reply to everyone, but I do reply here and there. So hopefully that's enough. And I'm so sorry. But I find my days are just getting busier and busier and I'm trying. Anyway. So, the reason that I haven't had anything yet so far today is because my landlord was round at 9 on a Saturday morning. But he's done a few little jobs that needed doing, so that's really, really nice. And he's such a lovely man as well. Well, it's actually my landlord's husband, but yeah, he's such a lovely man. So he's been around for like over an hour. I did make a coffee while he was here, not for him because he didn't want one, but for me. And I'm still drinking it. It's only lukewarm now. Yeah, it's just a tinge of warmth, so I might just microwave it because I don't want to waste it. But essentially, I just did my half and half coffee and milk. So 200 mils Alpro Almond Barista for 2 sins, and the other half was just coffee made up from Instant. So yeah, 2 sins for that one. And obviously I foamed the almond milk because that, you know, makes everything better if you've got a bit of foam on it. So now I'm starving. Mum's coming over at 11, so I've got literally half an hour to find some sustenance and eat it because I'm hungry. Okay, so today is really, really rainy and horrible. You probably cannot tell. Nope, that just makes it look really nice outside. How can I demonstrate how windy and insanely rainy it is today? Can I show you the trees? Do they look dramatic? Not massively. So I think you can just about, filming through the blinds is never a good idea. You can see it's raining, there you go. So, I am happy about this because it means I get to have a cozy day, yay! And I think I've got plenty of stuff in, so I don't actually need to go to the shops or anything. I may do, but I don't need to. Anyway, the point is, I'm thinking that today's probably going to be a day when I might want a few snacks, and I have got quite a few good snacks in at the moment. So, I just don't want to use any sins right now for my breakfast. But then I was like, what can I have that's really quick? I also don't want to use my Healthy Extra B because I want to make those oat cookie things later because they are such a good like extra thing to have. So basically, I think what I'm going to do, I've got these 2 jacket potatoes that I totally forgot I cooked the other day. They were hiding in my fridge under some other stuff. So I'm going to chop them up and air fry them to make crispy potatoes for my breakfast. Yum! I don't know what I'm going to have with them, but I'll show you in a tick, don't worry. Okay, I cut these potatoes up and I'm adding this Wicked Kitchen sage, onion and garlic seasoning. It's really tasty, so I definitely recommend it. I put quite a lot on and then just kind of don't quite know how I'm going to mix this. I didn't think it through. Okay, I've decided I'm only going to cook half because really 2 potatoes, they're quite sizable, so I think this is plenty. So let's just pop that in the air fryer. Honestly, when you do a jacket potato, do this if you've got an air fryer because honestly, they get so good. I've decided to go with baked beans to go with my potatoes, and I've just used half a tin. So this I'll heat up, this I'll keep for another day, probably tomorrow. These are the baked beans that I like. You can buy the Heinz version, but you know, they're twice as expensive. And these are really nice still. I'm also adding this giant pile of spinach to my beans, which perhaps could have worked better if I put it in first. I'm just going to microwave this now and that will wilt the spinach. Okay, after some mixing in, this is what my spinach and beans looks like. Obviously spinach goes to nothing. And crispy potatoes, yum yum yum. So this is a sin-free breakfast and I've covered my carbs, protein and speed, or vegetable. And as far as I'm concerned, this does count as a 3rd speed because you saw the amount of spinach I put in. But this is obviously sin-free. It's 1:30. Mum's just gone and it is obviously lunchtime. I'm hungry. So it's experiment time. We love an experiment on my channel, don't we? Essentially, it's nothing too exciting, but it is something different. So I'm actually going to try microwaving these onions. It's just one onion chopped into slices and separated, and then I've put some water in there, and then you're just supposed to be able to cover it with a plate and then microwave for 3 to 4 minutes. I don't think I actually said, but what I'm making or attempting to make is a cheese and onion quiche type product. So this is 1 pack of just silken tofu, straight in the blender, and then to that I'm going to add a little pepper. Okay, quite a lot of pepper. Oops. Some onion granules, a decent amount because it is a cheese and onion quiche after all, and some garlic granules because, you know, what's life without garlic, and then some salt, like a pinch, like that. And then I'm just going to blend this up, just adding in 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast for flavour. It just gives it such a nice flavour. And then spoon that around a little bit before I just blend that in. And then this is done. Right, I'm going to use the blender pot as a mixing bowl just so I don't create even more washing up. This is 80 grams of grated apple wood, which will count as healthy extra. That's 2 healthy extra A's worth. It would seem the microwave trick worked well for the onions, so they're nice and soft now. Obviously, if you've got more time and want to use the dishes, then maybe saute them, but I'm trying to find the quickest and easiest way of doing this. Okay, I'm hoping this is it, and then we just mix it all together. I'm going to use these tortilla things for quiche bases, so this is going to make 2. These are 3.5 sins each, so the idea being this is now 2 servings, and it'll be 1 healthy extra A per serving. Okay, so that perfectly fit the 2 tortilla things. And I forgot to save some cheese for the top, which is a little annoying because I really wanted to, but that's okay. We're going to top it with a little bit of tomato just to make it look slightly more attractive, and then bake it. Sorry if I hiccup, I've just randomly got the hiccups. Ow! Does anyone else just like really giggle when they get the hiccups? It's so funny. Ow! Okay, the quiches should be done. They've been in just under half an hour on 180. The oven was preheated. Hopefully they're cooked. I just want to show you because they look good. Tell me that that does not look yum. Okay, let's do the verdict on this cheese and onion quiche. So taste-wise, it is absolutely there. The taco shell thing is keeping it all together. It's just a little bit liquidy in the middle. Now, whether I could have cooked it a bit longer, but slightly worried about it sort of, cooking too much on the outside. And also because it was deep, I guess that doesn't really help. So just got to think of a way to firm it up a little bit, maybe by adding a bit of potato or something, but then you can't have it on an SP day. So the swings and roundabouts, not that I'm going to be trying SP anytime soon. I am not, not ready for that yet. But yeah, it's very delicious, so I recommend this. It's currently 3:30 and I'm actually just making my little oat cookie things. This is just 1 banana that I've mashed up. It was really quite ripe. So I've added 40 grams of oats, a splash of vanilla, and about 12.5-ish grams of Aldi dark chocolate chips. You could totally do this without chocolate chips or put whatever you want in, but I just like it with chocolate chips. It just makes it feel so indulgent. And it's just 3 sins for that amount of those particular ones, so I think it's worth it. And then all you do is mix it together really well, form it into 4 cookies and bake for 20 minutes. Hello, looking a little bedraggled now because I've just been out in the rain. It is 20 to 5 right now. Oh my god, 20 to 5. I have to go out at 5. How can that be the right time? I feel like The time has just suddenly flown. Anyway, I'm going out at 5 and I'm going to be out until quite late, gone 9, definitely. So actually I'm making my dinner now. And also I'm going to take my little oaty cookie things with me for sustenance. Or I may have one or two now. But basically I'm making something out of stuff I have. I don't even really know what this is. So basically at the moment I'm just sauteing 2 small leeks and a yellow pepper and a red pepper just in some water. I'm going to add in all this kale, which was, you know, a little beyond its best, but that's okay. Just because it's a bit limp doesn't mean it doesn't have any goodness in it. So that's that gone from the fridge, which is nice. And then I'm going to add in a tin of lentils and this the other half of the passata that I opened yesterday, which is the one with herbs and garlic in it. And I'm literally just going to make that, and then when I come home I'll be able to serve that with just some either rice or pasta or couscous, whatever takes my fancy. It's very basic. Right, there's my lentils gone in, and I'm also adding one of these stock pots, which is paprika and sun-dried tomato, so that should make it taste quite yummy. And then obviously the other half carton of garlic and herb passata. So very, very plain and simple, but very versatile, because I can kind of have this with whatever I fancy it with later. I don't really know what to call this. Stew? Lentil stew. I've also added in like a great big handful of spinach. Sorry, it doesn't really need it because I've got the kale in there, but my spinach is very much desperate to be eaten. And I've still got a little bit left, to be honest. You know when it goes just a little bit damp in the bag, and like if you're not careful it just all goes soggy, and obviously you can't really eat it then because it's not good for you. So I'm just trying to use it before it goes bad. I've had quite a leafy day today actually, now I think about it, but that's not a bad thing. Leaves are good for you. So yeah, this will, I mean, obviously reduce down to barely anything. And what I'm going to do in a minute is just turn the heat off, stick the lid on, and just leave it here until I come home, and then I can just put something with it. So yeah, I didn't realise it's now 5:15. So I'm going to head out shortly on my magical mystery tour. But there we go. I feel quite good that I'm thinking ahead, because I know I'm going to be hungry when I get home. Hey guys, so it's like 10:15. I got home about 9:15. Very glad I prepared my stuff earlier. I'm having it with whole wheat spaghetti. I've used half of what I made. I'm having it with whole wheat spaghetti and my other Healthy Extra A worth of cheese, vegan cheese. So yes, just quickly where I went. I didn't want to talk about it before because I was a bit nervous, but basically I signed up for Amazon Flex a little while ago in the middle of my like massive anxiety stage, because I had convinced myself that that I was going to lose my job, and with no founding, and that's never even been hinted at, and there's no reason for me to think that except for my own anxiety. And anyway, I became convinced that that was going to happen, and so I was like, what am I going to do? And I stumbled across Amazon Flex, and it's basically delivery drive-in for Amazon, but only on a very flexible part-time basis, and you can just pick and choose when you do it. Basically, you just pick and choose what blocks you pick up. So anyway, I signed up for it, and never like did anything with it. I just went through all the procedure to sign up for it, because I thought then I've always got it there as a backup, and it to be honest, it did help ease my anxiety knowing that I could just go out and earn some money if I ever needed to. It was completely unfounded anyway. So but I don't want to lose the ability to like get an extra 50 quid here and there, so as and when I want it, because they pay you within a week as well, so it's really good. So I thought, do you know what, I've got to get my first delivery done. So earlier today they put out some last minute blocks, and I thought, what else am I doing this evening? I'm not. So I went out and did a delivery block, which was fine. It was actually only meant to be a 2.5 hour block, but like the queue there just was so long. But anyway, point is, it was actually quite fun, because obviously it's Halloween, and I I saw loads of, I mean, I thought people weren't meant to be trick-or-treating, but I saw a lot of people trick-or-treating, and I saw a lot of parties as well, because I was delivering down in Bristol, and like in like the really populated bit as well. And I got offered sweets by quite a few people, and so I said no. And yeah, I saw some loads of really cool carved pumpkins as well, so that was nice. But yeah, it went totally without a hitch, apart from having to queue for half an hour just to get to the point where I could get my pickup slot, which was really annoying. But I just assume it's a busy time for it. Anyway, so yeah, if you want a bit of extra cash, I highly recommend actually signing up, because you can just pick and choose when you want. It's designed to be a part-time thing. And they limit, you're not allowed to work more than 24 hours in a week doing it. I mean, I would never do that much unless I was desperate, because it is quite hard work. I tell you what, I'm knackered. I feel like I've had quite a lot of exercise, because there was quite a few where it was all like, the app would tell you to go like to the next house, and it would say 1 minute away, but actually it was a few numbers up the road. So like there was quite a lot where I was just running up and down the road, well, not running, but cantering elegantly like a hippopotamus. Yeah, so I did that. Anyway, so I just thought you'd like to hear about that, because that was just something different, and I'm definitely going to do it again. I did sign up for one tomorrow, but I've cancelled it now because I'm not going to lie, my feet and my legs really hurt. But it was fine. It was absolutely fine. Anyway, there you go. Yes, I'm going to eat now because I am absolutely shattered. It has really taken it out of me, but it was nice to feel like I was doing something physical. It's like a grown-up paper round, really. I only used half of the lentil and veg mixture, so I'm going to just pop that aside for probably tomorrow or Monday. And then also, I forgot to say that earlier today, I actually only ate 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to have them today, I'm going to have them tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll just sin the whole lot. So I've taken them off my sins today because obviously I haven't had them, and I'll have them on my sins tomorrow, because obviously I was planning on... Oh, sorry, Delta's having a bit of a moment. So yeah, basically all I wanted to say was I was expecting today to be kind of a very chill day and lots of snacks, but actually it's worked out that essentially what I was going to be doing tomorrow I've done today, so therefore I'm thinking probably tomorrow will be like a bit of a snacky day. So yes, I'll definitely eat those pretzels tomorrow, in summary. As for right now, I've got 14 sins left today, so for my chocolate treat this evening, I don't know what I'm going to have yet. It's too exciting. I've got too many sins to play with to focus, but it might be one of those bueno bars. I don't know. I decided against one of the vegan buenos. Instead, I'm fashioning myself a dessert. So this is half of a crumbled up, reduced fat digestive biscuit. This is the other bit. And then I'm going to put this Alpro dark chocolate dessert on top, and then top with the other part of the biscuit. And then I'm going to put some squirty cream on top. What a masterpiece. I was hoping it was going to get a layer. Oh, I suppose it kind of does, but I don't think I'm going to be able to show that in any photos. This is the vegan squirty cream. It's really, really nice. It just tastes like synthetic cream. It is half a sin for 2 tablespoons. It's kind of hard to work out, but basically just try and squirt it as best you can into a tablespoon and go from there. Okay, so then my pièce de résistance. This Bourneville orange is very, very nice, and it's 1 sin a square if you have this size bar, which is, oh no, that was going to be such a smooth transition. This is the 100 gram bar, and it's 1 sin a square. If you buy the 180 gram bar, which is the larger one, it's 2 sins a square, so check which size you have. But with my last 4 sins of the day, I'm going to use 4 squares of this, and one of them I'm going to grate over the top to make that look cool. Okay. Here's the finished product. Yeah, here's my leftover chocolate, and the bits that were left over from grating I just ate because, you know, who can wait? So there is my dessert, and it doesn't really look as cool as I was hoping it might, but I tried. I tried. Num num num. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go eat this. And actually, this would be my last segment, I think.
Show you that I'm having an after dinner tea right now. And then after that, I'll be having a nighttime tea. But that is
everything today. So with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching as always. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and sleep tight and have a great day tomorrow.